That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Put sugar level for check it. Check it.
Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rack Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Asiama Junction, or find us in New Akumota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akumota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rack Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rack Luxury Perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
After the NPP's unveiling of their flag bearers assistant, looks like so many stories are running online, and most of these stories are not palatable. As I sit here, as much as I know that I'm not deeply into politics, there are some instances when they happen, I feel compelled to talk about them, and this is one of such instances. The flag bearers assistant for NPP, or the vice president,
running mate.
Okay, running mate.
Yeah.
Okay, the running mate for NPP, Napoleon. I took it to no. Not Napoleon. I took it to Napo, as everybody calls him.
Matthew Opoku Prempe.
Yes. As Opoku Prempe, as everybody calls him Napo. Napo is in the news for spewing some unsavory words on the stage, and many are not satisfied with it. In fact, when you go online and on land, many are not happy with him, because according to many, that was a very disrespectful statement to one, the founder of Ghana, and two, to all Ghanaians. And that's what they are saying, that hey, today if you are saying Kwame Nkrumah did not do anything there, then another time we'll come and say, yeah, cry, Choma or cry, but yeah, he ran him and a vice president cry. Many are offended. Others are also saying, Charlie, be politicians, them are talk. If you political talk, you guys should not take this personal. And I don't know what my people here in the studio would also say about this. In the studio, Roland Amate is here in the middle position today. Shagzi, Shatta Movement, Roland Empire, Roland Report. Hey, that's a Roland Empire. Roland Report, Roland.com. Yes, Roland Report on YouTube and RolandReport.com. As well as in Team Dodu Solomon, aka HMO at the extreme end, online manager Flex Entertainment Limited and Intidosu Digital Solutions, ready to help you take care of all your streaming, monetization, marketing, and management of your online platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, Digital Rasta is called Currency, who is doing our camera for us, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to Showbiz Daily. At least we can treat Napo's angle as our story number 1 for today. Richie will give us what he said on that stage. Then when I come back, we will talk. Watch it. I'll be right back.
Ghana Abakosoma. President Akuffo Ghana Yachichi Ghana Abakosoma. President Akuffo to call Ghana Yachichi Ghana Abakosoma. President Akuffo to call retirement. But to be said case we say a free say Yachichi Ghana from 1957. Ebekane yenya president bi a wabua Ghana China na Addo Akufo. Me say free 1957. Bekane mo form Kwame Nkrumah no mo form Obia di wa ba di mampanya wa boga na ho ban e di Ghana kola nim China na Addo Akufo. Me kana ne say ya di jawa ne di oswo ya di jano no ofaswa ye ma no ya akono eti na ye ha ya ma de si 2008 na bi si biobo chama wutu bi kan na me kase so de be ya fe de be ya ni monyam sana na Addo Akufo na over na 7 January what saw no di no keto ba obi ansa ne de ne ye ba.
Well, so that was the energy on the stage. As usual, when politicians are on platforms like this, you can't stop them. They go all out to fire. And this is Napo in its elements. As it stands now, like I said, many on social media are not happy. Many on land are not happy. I don't know many in the skies. They are jubilating for another bomb. Ozone layer is depleting. The statement alone has depleted the ozone layer for today. Jabo, you are in Kumasi. Yeah, is it the energy of the stage? Is it the allegation of arrogance in him? Or what really transpired? And what
I think a lot of things were happening at the same time. I think the energy on stage will be the first thing. Okay. I mean, he's looking at his people, the way they were praising him or they were giving him fans, as we call it. Yeah. And because at that point, you know, he feels he's on top of the world. He's like, I feel none in the crowd and say or important crowd and others, you know, yes. And our day canning some. So for me, I think it's when you are on political platform, as you said, when the atmosphere is charged like that, anything can happen. And unfortunately for him, he got carried away and then he started speaking like that. I mean, I disagree with him saying that Nkrumah didn't do enough as compared to Nana Akufo. I mean, it can only be a political statement, nothing more, nothing less. Because for me, if we just look at what has happened, what Nana Akufo has done, and what Nkrumah did, I mean, it's so obvious. People will start bringing other things in to say that Nkrumah had it easy, but you can't say that. That time, that was what was invoked. That was the how you manage things. If you do it well, you will see. If you don't, because Nkrumah is not the only president at that time. He wasn't the only president. So why is he the one that everybody is mentioning? It's because he did something significant. He did something important. Okay. Not only in Ghana, even Africa. In fact, in the history of the world, when they are mentioning name of leaders who have had impact, they will mention Kwame Nkrumah. True. Kwame Nkrumah is in the books of many people. True. Whether for the positive or the negative, the way that you want to take it. So for him to say that Akufo has done better than Nkrumah is laughable. If you are a political student or if you know the history of Ghana politics as a whole, you can laugh at it. he was just tickling himself and laughing because the evidence are there for us all to see. In fact, Akuffo cannot even compare himself to Kutu Echampong. Before you even go to Kwame Nkrumah. He can't. Operation Feed Yourself did so much for Ghana than what Akuffo has done so far. But he's a politician and he wants his party to win.
True.
So obviously he will say something that he thinks that the people there will be happy about it and they'll give him more fans, as we say it. And then he will say more. I think when you watch the video critically, at some point, more Kwame Nkrumah or Posse or who and now he's thinking of a way to come back. And what Guinea can stand or the Akuffo say Akuffo no Akuffo cannot compare himself to Akuffo.
He won't even say this.
Yeah.
Akuffo himself even
he won't.
Political campaign platform.
On cancer Adda. Now Akuffo cry no want me.
People say that as in the party say Akuffo buy more than Akuffo yeah.
Oh, and now our charge and I work nsem and abasa. I think the opponent or the other side, the NDC people are just taking advantage of him misspeaking or he misspoke and they are taking advantage of it. I mean, when you bring yourself like that, the politician will not forgive you. So for NDC people to highlight it and pushing, it's understandable. But the truth is that they have also compared Muhammad to Ibn Nkrumah before.
I'm not sure they said Muhammad
bluntly like that.
No, the only difference
they said Muhammad did better than.
No, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. But the thing is, comparing what a political party, especially the current one, what they have done, comparing it to Nkrumah or whoever, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a matter of those who are listening or we the ones receiving. How do we take it? And I'm saying that, as I said, what he said is laughable. I mean, or no akodadwo beke ankwasa sembe na mkan. Na me can say political party now more highlighting. If omo na power and come me something similar like that. So that's why I'm saying say even NDC who are taking advantage of what he said, they have said something similar, not the same but similar. They have said that Muhammad has done so well that they can even compare to what Nkrumah did. And that's a political talk. Just that sometimes it can go wrong. And what Napo said, when you go wrong, like you are going overboard. That one, the NDC people, the way that they said it, you can say, well, you don't know what you are talking about. But for Napo to say, Kwame Nkrumah, it's even a disrespect, like confirming the fact that he's an arrogant person.
Yeah, and no.
He is giving them reason to say that, say a kind. Kwame Nkrumah, what do you mean Kwame Nkrumah?
As if you are
ever there when they know
yes.
You don't even have the idea or you don't even have anything to say you are fighting for a position.
Kwame Nkrumah is revered by the whole of Africa.
Yes, not even the whole world. That's why I said in history, when you are talking about history, you mention him as one of the impactful leaders in the world based on what he did in Ghana, Africa, and even the world in general. So for you to say Kwame Nkrumah, it's like no Kwame Nkrumah that's the bad side of what he said. But it's a political talk, so for me, I think we should just leave it as such and laugh at this. And again, I think that some people take decision to vote for a particular party just based on some of these things. So they should be careful when they are talking.
Well, bro, let me also listen to you.
Political frenzy. The well, for the first, it is definitely a political talk. You know, they've said bad things than like this. and they always go scot-free. Like, it doesn't affect them, it doesn't do anything to them. You see, I kind of disagree with Chemo when he says it is the opposition party that are highlighting it. For me, this particular statement, the reason why it is going viral has even nothing to do. Even opposition parties, Nkrumah from Hunji Mumpoye. Me, I am not seeing.
I let him say, the friend is saying, Kelvin Taylor,
it's not media.
Secretary, ND Secretary, Sammy, and Captain Smart.
Even that oneself, I am not feeling the impact of the opposition party, even in this one going viral. These are ordinary Ghanaians that are just reacting to what the man said. Way offside in Pumfan. Way over the bar.
The red card.
It is and said they just said no abobo on free park and so akoto pum. That's how it is. Like, you think about it and you ask yourself, President Akuffo Addo, Dr.
Kwame Nkrumah.
Light in the crowd used to see it.
Kwame Nkrumah.
When you say the light, no, you know, our toy condition about them, baby.
To even campaign for vice president.
Yes,
it is scary. It is scary because, aside sometimes,
not fighting for freedom for you to
sometimes even other countries self make Ghanaians look like we don't even know what Kwame Nkrumah
is. It's true. I agree.
Share. What other countries?
Recently, Abeoku Santana went to one of the Africa. Is it Niger?
Where they had a statue? Yes. Yeah. Oh, I think it is not only in one country.
Guinea, I think Guinea, they have a lot of
No. Sometimes even you go to other countries and you ask yourself, is Kwame Nkrumah coming from the same country that I'm also coming from? How come these people see him differently from the way I see him? Like, they make you feel like you don't know the treasure that you even had in the first place. And you would want to compare, if not for anything at all, this particular era, like this particular time, CCR. Maybe during COVID time, we know how to save economy, we don't know how to bring people back now. And you make some of these statements. Of course, you will get some people that would even sympathize with you, in principle. Second, COVID time, we know how to bring the economy back. We don't know how to bring people back during that time. Even that oneself, and I'll make his statement here. And some people would even sympathize with you, even in principle. Not at this time when everybody is seeing almost everything wrong. And it's like adding insult to injury in terms of even achievements, level of governance, style of management, and everything. Initially, I have not followed Napo for that long. So when I heard, or when the news came out that he was going to be the one that is going to support, be the running mate for Dr. Bahumi, I was like, okay, perhaps. So I started asking around, reading about him, and I realized how outspoken he is. Perhaps he was going to help. You know, Dr. Bahumi has a very calm nature that is not so giddy.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, this man will probably come, balance the books for him on how to attack things publicly and all of that. I didn't know. Their
lack is that this statement has come too early enough for them.
Exactly.
It had been very late into the election.
And it would have hurt them
at least as humans as we are. In the next 2-3 months,
we'll
forget something else will happen for us to forget. But still, I know some people hold this.
Definitely.
Especially the Nkrumahist.
Yes.
I've seen CPP release a statement demanding apology from Napo. Yes. They've dropped a press release, a statement. The CPP party have dropped a statement demanding apology this afternoon. Hot.
and apology the Nkrumah support.
Yes, so it is the leading opposition party that I'm even looking at how they would actually.
Oh yeah, Nkwasaki can also be. Nkwasaki can. Yeah. Well, still on the NPP unveiling of their running mate. We've seen some of our musicians perform. We've seen some of them on the stage. But it looks like this time around, Ghanaians have come to accept it. Or
of course,
No.
it is not fully, but it is growing.
Richie, let's see some of the performances whilst we are talking.
It is actually
In
growing.
fact, I listened to one beautiful composition that Dinah Samoa
Did for them
that recorded for.
We are the phone crying.
Oh, I'm gonna say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Story now.
Now said that someone you are the phone and can.
But like beautiful song and Guru, I see Guru performed.
Sammy
was there prior to it, yeah. And the reason I'm saying looks like Ghanaians have come to accept it is that nobody is talking about that. Like nobody is talking hey, so the MPB. But I say here we are one.
Me come to bomb.
No, you see.
Edina abu boy no. Oh my you. They belong to the party, and there's another factor I can't say, but yes, almost okay, let me say it like this. Say, okay, Palita Koshia, you know, Baumiano. The reaction is different from when Sammy meets Baumia, when Priorititia meets Baumia, when Dana Samoa meets Baumia, Kimpaluta, Dana Samoa, Samini, Priorititia.
Nicolas of Money.
Great tampon. Great tampon.
Almost we are not conclude this statement.
Almost political, like almost they belong to the party. And you know, say yes, and now it's no more news. But if almost sit on the fence. Ebia sa akode ase oye MPP ase onye nsheda nye show no ono ne make move bi say ya you will see a reaction. The reaction will come. Somebody like Shatta Wale make move bi say ya the reaction will come. Somebody like why be na say oyi stone boy the reaction will come. So I think it's because these people obviously they have stated clearly that they belong to the party. That's why we are not seeing any reaction coming there. Yeah.
Ro, do you agree?
But I agree, but I also think that conversation of them also gracing the stages of politicians is also growing on people. Because they are beginning to understand it, and it is also because these musicians or these entertainers in recent times have also been coming out to preach that thing for the people to know that as much as it may be my love for the party self, it is still a job for me. I am still in my office. I'm here, Juma. They are seeking my service, and no Juma na me. So people are gradually accepting that stand. And confess, regardless of what I say, when you win him and now you win him, people will still come at you, giddy.
Yeah.
Sad into now where you win him. But now, because of that. Your friend is saying we no more preaching. I'm for yes, okay. Well, let's leave them. And after that,
nobody will die.
Of course, and we can only get them when I'm here. Until the CCI the no just like Samini campaign during the last election.
Yeah.
At a point who say they gave it to him. And among other musicians like that, the Fly Boys took a fair share of their own. Prince Davido said, Calibos. So now people are beginning to understand that, okay, at this point, they are working, let's leave them. But when all is said and done and the repercussions start coming, we will transfer some to them. And just like we will do to the normal politicians that when they come to us now, now they will treat them as such. Okay. So at this point, they see them all as politicians. Obi ayo mojuma, yedia no munyo mojuma nemu. So china, you feel good. Almost feel good.
Such a feel good. I'm not my head. Yeah, I'm my head. I'm feeling good. Why should they take Panadol for your head?
Yeah, you have to take.
Well, enough of those stories. Now let's move on to a video that I came across. Not one of the very serious videos, though, I must say. But when I saw it, I said, well, sometimes when you see some of these things, it calls for a level of reaction. This is a video of Davido's performance. And in the middle of the performance, he stops the performance, comes backstage to come and take a puff of something. I'm not too sure what it was, whether it was cigar, whether it was weed, whether it was...
You don't know the substance.
I don't know what substance, but he came to puff it. Like you see that a man comes to pick something and you so this is what it is. The person with Davido came to recharge. No, you know it was all my question. Like, how the guy was having. The guy was instructed to light it.
To light it up.
The
guy too wouldn't smoke at that time.
If it is not sanctioned, you won't do it.
The guy was smoking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baba, what is your like what I know is they can pause to come and take drinks. Of course, someone like Shatta, anytime he's performing, his PA has 2 bottles of water always on standby for him. Like after some minutes, he'll come back, take sip. Like he'll do it sad till the show is
water is his recharge.
But for someone to come and take a puff. And the technical performance
Kevin Boy.
No, Kevin Boy, they're not. I'm a friend intended. The manager now got social money answer. I know I'm a friend. But it's not reaching my last night. I didn't see you like how. Once again, tell that way that they can knock on. On by street too. Who's that person engaging?
That is his MC.
I know. That's what not a person engaging, but it pass them.
That you're correct. Talk to them. I'm coming.
But okay, more in the Beyonce and Shiwi. Come out to access. We were power beside wake a bit mama baby.
Yes.
Yes,
it does.
So.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
I think
it does.
It gives some kind of feeling.
It does.
2 puff.
Yeah.
That one
for sure.
Very powerful.
Very powerful.
Very, very powerful.
Yeah, it's powerful like
I'm
that.
saying, what is your reaction to this?
Me, I am actually not surprised.
Okay.
But I didn't know it has gotten to this extent. I didn't know it is this high. Because recently, when during his wedding, when he stepped out of his car.
And he was looking for a cigar.
He told them, Charlie, I don't want smoke, and it was very loud like that.
I saw that video.
Yes, it was very loud like that.
Like I won't smoke.
I won't smoke. So they're going that he stepped out and he was going, or he excused himself from the ceremony to go smoke. That is the reason why. That is the reason why. So from that one to this one, I'm not surprised, but on stage, in the middle of performance, is where I go like, wow. Is it that has his addiction gotten to that level, or I just want to believe that perhaps he does some of these things before he climbs the stage. And maybe, just maybe, one of those moments when you are being called impromptu, like before Albert Sadie we answer on work stage, you climb on stage and at a point you realize, Charlie, I needed this before coming. So definitely, if I have the luxury, I can just signal somewhere, Charlie, light up one for me, and in the middle I can just do it, because an artist of his caliber on stage, none of his team members can do this if it is not sanctioned by the guy.
And no stages. So
if it is not sanctioned by higher authority, you can't do it. So I am tempted to believe it is per his request that the smoke was even light up. Even if you do, even as a team member, the organizers or the people managing the stage self will ask you to go down.
No smoking on the stage, who been put that?
Exactly.
We've moved with people who smoke.
Even if
but
you try,
who be on stage? So
on stage,
who not stage?
No.
Who be that?
No. This is one of it.
Even behind the stage, intense.
This is one of its kind.
Let's say but the time we are dressing room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recently, I also saw a video of, I think, is it Nicki Minaj? She was about going on stage. She's already been announced, and it was that stage that you come from underground, then you climb. When she was coming, in fact, she was in the hole and she was puffing. So the moment they announced the then she dropped it, and the stage came up like that for her to continue or start her performance.
Okay.
So yes, as artists or as entertainers or people who sometimes whose energy depends on some of these things, they will, just like Shatta's own is dependent on water. So if he is on stage, one thing that is very common, especially with the people around him, is water.
Yeah.
And down a bar, a bit left, a bit right, a bit high, a bit yes, and that is the energy that he derives. Perhaps Davido, this is what he does to entertain the people. It is one of the things that entertainers go through to entertain people. Some may be to their disadvantage, but to the fans' advantage. Because for whatever he was doing, if a chokina, if it had choked him on stage, it would have been to his disadvantage. But for the betterment of whatever he was doing, that is why he had to go that far. To me, it feels some way. It feels weird for me, if you ask me. Like, at what point do you need that kind of energy? But that is his system, and that is what he would want to do. Well, why not? Since nobody died, continue for
nobody died. Yes, Jamo.
Yeah. Well, it's for me it's funny based on how the guy captioned it, but this is not.
The video came to
yeah, it's funny, but it's not surprising to me because we all know that he smokes already, and when you smoke for a long time, sometimes you get so addicted. Any little chance that you get, if you can smoke, you want to smoke, and obviously these are some of the things, or this is one of the moments that he thought, or he had the opportunity to do it, and maybe he had the authority to call for it, and then he got what he was looking for at that time. Yes, I think when you smoke to some point, and you are calling for it and you are not getting it, your mood will change. You may not even be acting right the way you are supposed to. So sometimes they will call for it just to get to the level or the energy that they need to do whatever that they want to do at that time. Sometimes when they hear some stories or they hear certain news, it can take them off the mood that they need for the show. But smoking can revive them or bring them back to what they need to do it. So the factors or what will make him do something like this, there are so many. But people outside or people who are looking at it will just have a funny view or funny way of describing it. Yes, look at the way the guy captioned it. The video came back to Richard. Can you imagine? So I think Yes, for us looking from outside, it will look funny to us. But for those who have done it for a longer time, is looking for a longer period, there are so many things that will call for something like this, and I'm not surprised that he will call for something like this, because obviously he's a smoker, and then he needed it to do his work and all that. So I'm not surprised at all.
Well, that is also very good. Now, an advice has been shared with, or has been shared to young talent, and this particular advice is something that we all need. As a matter of fact, especially everybody who plays a role in this creative space. Sometimes you are torn between these two. Should you go for fame? Should you go for riches? And the gentleman, whose identity I'm not too sure about, but after watching the video, I felt, wow, this is worth discussing with talent, where he said that if you are entering into the entertainment space, these two things, if you are not careful, you mix up with them, whether you should go for fame or you should go for riches. Elsewhere, one brings the other, but here, so I'm not too sure which country he was speaking or where he was speaking at, but then let's watch and listen again. Maybe we can all help ourselves with the kind of message he was preaching.
The coldest things about this business is most people are rich or famous. The coldest things about this business is most people are rich or famous. Very few people are both. I would ask you to take the time to understand what you're asking for, what you're trying to get involved in. Don't make the mistake that so many young artists that I keep running into are making, and that's thinking because you're talented, you are entitled to success. You are not. This is a cold, and I hate to be so sobering from the beginning, but this is a cold game, bruh. And the ones that make it through, they've learned lessons in ways that they wish they had. And I promise you, we probably all have at least one of those. I have a song on my discography that I can't claim, that I promise you, you've all heard. It's like the first song I ever worked on in my life. The Running Man Challenge. At night, I think of you. I worked on that shit in high school, bruh. Did not understand the business and took that L. So I'm saying, understand what you're trying to get involved in. It's scary. I'm not telling you to be afraid, but it is wise to respect it and the power that people are wielding out here. The smarter you are, the wiser you are, the less there is to be afraid of.
Well, you can get more of these videos on an Instagram page called No Label Necessary. That's the name of the page. I love watching videos from there. They say No Label Necessary. And they have a motto. Their motto is creative and currency. Creative and currency.
Wow.
No label necessary. And this is one of the advice or some of the forum and the messages that they have been preaching. So, is this still a problem among creatives? Or
Yeah, it's a big problem. In fact, in our part of the world, it's even worse. Because when you step in the game and you are only coming in with your talent, it's not enough for you to succeed, as he said. You need more than just your talent. You need to understand the business. You need to get people who understands the game and then guide you through it. Your talent, no one can take it from you. You have the talent. You will make people happy. But if you don't take care, you work in vain. Or at the end of the day, you will not get anything. You will not be as successful as you want to be. People around you may even be successful based on your talent, but you yourself, you will not be successful in terms of having money or even having the fame that you are looking for. People around you may use you to get it, but you now you won't when you don't understand it. So I agree with him that having the talent will not guarantee your success. What will guarantee your success is the understanding of the industry and how the business works, and getting the right people to guide you through it. You see, that's why you need certain people to do certain things for you at a particular point in time in your career.
Okay.
In our case, some people go with somebody that they grew up with, somebody who helped them when they were coming up.
Okay.
And if you are not careful and those people don't upgrade themselves and your talent is going to the next level, you may not catch up because you don't have people around you who can push you to get it. So I understand him, and I think young talent should learn something from it.
Okay.
Even not only young talent, people who have been in the game for a longer time, but they are not getting it the way yes, they have to learn. They have to ask questions. They have to talk to people who know much about the industry and can help them. I mean, I can give an example. KSM, for instance, he's been asking me a lot of questions about social media. Like, he will see something and then he will quickly send me a message or call me. Or what does it mean?
How do I do it?
Yes, that kind of stuff. So he has been there for a long time and he's still relevant today.
Yeah.
Just because he's asking questions, he's moving with people who know what is happening, and then he's going along with them. So for me, I think this is a good message. Your talent is not enough. You need to understand the business to stay relevant and to even be successful as you wish to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ro, tackle this as well.
Of course, the basic message of what he was preaching has to do with you knowing the rules and regulations of the game that you want to play, and how to, importantly, monetize whatever you are getting. Because if you are torn between fame and money in this particular space, you would need both. But then one will definitely bring the other, which is the fame bringing the money. Okay. If you are not able to monetize your fame, then that is the scary part. Fortunately for some people, or wherever probably he is, or in certain jurisdiction, they have systems in place that helps the creatives to automatically monetize their stuff whenever they are famous.
Okay.
So the moment you become famous, the system even enables you to quickly monetize it. So you go viral, and on all your social media pages, you have the gift slots opened, you have the token slot open, you have other monetization features already because you find yourself in that space.
Okay.
So you getting money out of it is very easy. But unfortunately, at this part, then you can become famous.
Okay.
But even your social media apps do not have any feature that even when somebody wants to even gift you or give you something as part of you going viral or you having an interesting content, there is nothing like that. And you might be forced to go broke as a musician, because Gamro and other music collection societies are not that strong. If you can, your song can be played on every radio station, every TV station, at every part, and you can still go broke, because the system itself is not helping you to even automatically monetize whatever fame you have to some extent. Before you even come and think of how you can even collect money physically, the system will just leave you. So if you are in this space, yes, as much as you are also you are fighting for fame because you think that is what is going to help you get the money, have it at the back of your mind that you need to also learn how to monetize that fame manually, because automatically it will not come.
True.
You need to learn how to monetize that fame manually, which is why some people, the moment they get a little fame, it is okay for them. They now are so focused on, if the money is not coming, forget it. You will not get them for business. Some people are like that. So me, yes, the basic message of what he was preaching is just knowing the business of whatever you want, the business aspect of whatever you want to do, especially if you want to do music and stuff or being in the creative space. It is just about knowing the rules and regulations of the game. Else, go and sit down.
I see. Let's do this very one as the very final topic for the day. Once again, as usual, social media will give you memories of some of the things that have happened in our industry. And this particular one, It's a video of Wizkid, Nigeria's very own Wizkid, who came to Ghana for a gig. I think somewhere 2016 or 2018, one of them. And in the video, how he was so proud looking for Shatta Wale or wanting to meet Shatta Wale. Then I asked myself, okay, so if way back 2018, Wizkid was mentioning, hey, I'm Shatta Wale, I want to see you and all those things. How have we managed this kind of love, unity and camaraderie between these two countries and their musicians? Has it been good? Has it been bad? Has it gotten better? Has it deteriorated? Where is it? I really want to understand. Or it is what it is. It was supposed to turn from friendship to rivalry. Like what? Where have you got into with this? Looking at the kind of energy, the vibe, hey, Shatta Wale, I'm looking for you, that kind of thing. It showed vibe, it showed that kind of feeling that, okay, me and you day. But what have you been able to do with it? Good, bad? Let's talk. Richie, let's watch that video briefly so we can close the show.
I love you guys so much. No side, Starboy #1. Big shout out to everyone. Big shout out to my I love you guys so much. No side, Starboy #1. Big shout out to everyone. Big shout out to my Ghanaians. I want to see my people tomorrow. Ghana no big way. Niger all the way. I have a big surprise. Niger all the way. Big surprise for Ghanaians tomorrow. I the first Shatta Wale. Where you go, my brother?
You will start this.
The relationship, they DRCB. Yeah, they DRCB. There is nothing anybody can do about it.
Okay.
There is the good and there is the bad in there. And it is out of whatever the two countries are doing that is fueling the good and the bad as well.
Okay.
You can't do more good than bad. It will never happen. And you can't do more bad than good. For me, the relationship between Ghana and Nigeria as it stands is 50-50. It is 50-50, both 50 good, 50 bad. That's how I see it. Because regardless of whatever we say about Nigerians or whatever they also say about Ghanaians, till date, we still get people who are attracted to both, like who are in both countries and are attracted to each other, even to do business, even to the topmost level, from the presidency through to the creative arts industry there. It is bobo, even in the sporting world, it is still the same thing. When Ghana and Nigeria are playing in sports, the rivalry is there. After, even if Ghana proceeds to the next stage or it is Nigeria, you still see that form of sympathy and support between these two. One would definitely have a soft spot for the other one, even on international stages and other competitions. Still, that love is there. If there are countries in Africa that are like brothers or siblings, it is Ghana and Nigeria. I don't see that with any other African country. I don't see it. Mostly, maybe it is in the Western world. Maybe when you see some like America, Canada, like those people. But in Africa, it is Ghana, Nigeria. Forget any other country. The good and the bad. And me, I would not condemn any of them because it is out of some of these actions that still makes the glue stronger. That is what I see. So somebody may have a problem with, hey, you guys are saying this about Nigerians, they are going to blacklist you, they are going to do this, they are going to forget, nobody will do anything. It is at that moment in put that somebody will still pick a phone and call, Omo, you did, come, let's do business. At a point when people thought, oh, Ghanaians were going to blacklist Nigerians, Posiji was in a flight with Wizkid. At a point when people thought, okay, Nigeria also have policies that were stopping Ghanaians from coming there to do promotions. Our people, Kamido and the likes, were flying in and out of Nigeria for interviews and promotional purposes, even collaborations up and down. Jackie Dems, Black Sharif Dems, they were flying in and out. So it's like that. For the other side, the negative side, it will still be there because definitely between these two countries, we all have people that think the other way. That have those conspiracy theories and other stuff that would bring to the conversation to try and give a different perspective of what the situation is. It is there. We have some in Ghana, we have some in Nigeria. The people that they think, oh, they don't know anything, they are just saying things, insulting people in Ghana. They have the same thing in Nigeria. A carbon copy, photocopy, is there. So the situation there, it has to be. It is what it is. Whether good or bad, we day inside, and I can say that both Nigeria and Ghana, we are all enjoying the situation we are in. Somebody will say perhaps it can get better or it can grow to a certain level, but then the mindset and understanding of these two countries, this is what we are doing, and that the result is what we are getting. That's it.
Jamal, close the show for us.
Yeah, for me, I think yes, we will continue to have some of these moments, and at the same time, it will not end well, or it will be something else. Like there's not. In fact, apart from the Wizkid one that we have seen, we have also seen other ones. I mean, the way Wizkid came to the funeral of R2B's, it was nice. I mean, that's the kind of vibe. And again, Shatta, Wale and Burna Boy's relationship, it was something else. We also saw Davido and Stonebwoy, and even to some extent Medica.
Yeah.
He came in, ate in his house, and even saying Mama fed us and all that. I mean, that moment will come, but some of them will not last, because we are human beings, and in our Akan language we say nature.
Yeah.
When they become friends, things will happen.
Yeah.
And things will just not go the way that we expect it to go. So for me, I think some of these moments will not cease. We will still see some of them like this, but it will all not end well. Some will not end in a good way that we want or we wish that it will go. Yes. Okay. So for me, it's normal. We are human beings, and sometimes when you catch the vibe, you move with it, and later the vibe may go down, and the same thing you react based on it. So that's such is life. I mean, we are seeing life the way that it will be in our spaces. Yeah.
Well, this is how we draw the curtains for today's edition of Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV. And once again, it has been an eye-opening conversation. Let me say thank you especially to my panel members keeping the show running, Roland Amate, as well as Intim Dodu Solomon, and to the producers, Digital Rasta Currency, who did camera for us, and Richie Flex, editor director of the show. But for information, you have to also subscribe to us, watch more videos, drop your comments, like we have always been reading from you. We enjoy reading from you as well. That is to get your opinions in addition to what we have shared on the show. In the comment section. Yeah.
In the comment section.
That is how we do it here on Sammy Flex TV. My name is Sammy Flex. We see you again some other time. Bye bye.